Well, every Sunday, Pat Sullivan from Sullivan Hardware and Garden provides some great advice for your home. Today, Pat is here with grilling safety tips for your Labor Day cookout.
Hey, Labor Day weekend is here. Another huge grilling weekend. Now, you've been grilling all summer, right? So maybe, just maybe, you've forgotten a few things and the grill needs a little bit of maintenance. Just some reminders. You know, if you're using this is a Big Green Egg that uses charcoal, or if you're using a regular kettle grill or something like that, very important that you keep this away from the house. I know it sounds stupid, but what people tend to do is you get it too close to the house, you can actually melt the vinyl siding on your home. So keep it at least 36, preferably even more, away from your house. And then even though those coals look like don't take it back in the garage. It needs to stay outside, all right? Keep it nice and clean. Now, gas grills, there's a little more because we have a propane tank, or maybe it's a natural gas, but keeping the thing clean is so important. So up on top, everyone's all about, you know, taking care of the grid. You can use a wire brush. This is the old school wire brush, which, you know what, less and less, because the problem is it fills up with the gook, and then it is pretty ineffective. The T-bar brushes seem to be the best, I think. And then if you're worried about the wires, there's a new wood paddle, and the wood paddles you actually just scrape along, and then they will kind of create the exact size of your grid, and so it's a little customized paddle. All right, so then you don't get the wire in the hamburger, if you know what I'm saying. All right, but here's the thing about the cleaning. So after a season of grilling, this is the problem. Everybody goes, well, this grill's not supposed to flare up. Well, yeah, but you got to at least clean it. And if you would get all this stuff out of here, this tray, and almost virtually all grills has this, because this is what catches on fire. When you get a fire, I mean, this is what's on fire down there. So take care of that. The propane tank itself, you know what, over the season, this one right here, this has got a nice scale on it so you can see, but if you would mix up a little bit of soapy water and then soap the joints. And when you soap the joint, you'll see bubbles appear. And if there's bubbles, you've got a propane leak. All right, so it's important to do that a couple times a year. So clean it up, get it nice, and then that'll take care of it. It'll be ready for the fall and winter season, because I know there's a lot of people that will grill all season long. Right here, the propane tank. This is a weekend where we sell tons of propane. So everyone's traveling around with a propane tank. First of all, your propane tank is 38 pounds full. It's 20 pounds or 18 pounds empty. So between 18 and 38, that's the propane. So you can stick it on a scale to find out, because we get a lot of people are always worried. We got a company coming over. They're worried that they're going to run out of propane. So they bring in a can to get filled that really is half full. So getting a second can, a second propane tank, and having in your garage or at least weigh it. So when you fill it, when you transport it, it gets transported in the upright position. If you lay it on its side and let it roll around the back of the trunk, if this would let loose, liquid propane will expand to about 270 times its volume. Nothing good happens then. All right, so take care of that. Back to here, so important, the thermometer. The thermometer. I know a lot of guys get thrown into cooking, and maybe, you know, some guys have found their inner cooking selves, but there's a lot of us that have not. So a good thermometer, you know, when you're yelling to your wife, honey, the meat's at 60. Oh, 160. Okay, good idea to have this. And a little safety. If this is the plate you bring the chicken in, doing this is not good enough to clean it. Get another dish, all right? Stay safe, keep the grill clean. Should be a good weekend.
Takeaway from that is don't rub the plate on your leg.
Right.
What? Who does that?
I know, that's just gross.
No.
But I have to be fair, my husband does all the grilling now. Do you grill much?
Yeah, I do a lot of grilling.
Yeah.
Like to grill. Yeah. And it's a good day for it, although you got to be prepared to stand next to a hot grill when it's 90 degrees outside.
Right.
So it's going to be hot.
It's definitely going to be hot